Yes, back in the building. For sure. What's going on, family? How we doing? How we doing? We're back in the building. OhnahjiU Saturday, the first one of 2026, January 3rd. We are here. It's crazy. Day 130. Oh, shoot. What does this even say? A day 139. Sheesh. Of this daily streaming streak going crazy. But the first OhnahjiU Saturday, I'm excited. A little late, my bad. Apologies. I was rushing. Better calls on the building. What's going on, my guy? How you doing? GMGM, yes, 2026 in the building, live in the flesh. Got our Dina Communications Boss 2.0 in the building. What's going on, family? How we doing? Yes, it's good to see you. Starting off the new year, right? How's everything your way? What's going on? What's the word?
What is going on? Ooh, I sound like what's going on? Got a frog in my throat. No, all is well. All is well. It's been correct, like you said, already on day 3 of the year. So I mean, over here with the fam, as we have been. I know we're coming up on an anniversary real soon, so I'm excited about that. But no, just been taking some time, resting up. We headed back into the classroom next week, so you gotta gird your loins. So that's what I've been doing over these last couple of days. It's been a good solid 2 weeks. It's been a good 2 weeks, but a good solid 2 weeks. So I gotta get back in it and get ready to push it on through till May.
That winter break will get you. I saw a couple of my teacher homies. They're like, "Yeah, I don't know what day it is, what
Did
day of
not.
the weekend it is anymore."
It didn't. It did not. Truly did not.
That's funny. That's funny. That's awesome. Yeah, I think I don't know the kids. Hey, the kids over here this way, they're back on Monday. So I don't know if they're prepared for all that, but it is what it is. It's all good. New Year's here. That's what's up. But yes, boss, we are getting into year 4 celebration for the Ohnahji fam. It's amazing. We started Ohnahji and Ohnahji University back in 2022. Started off as a home team PFP project from some beloved art. If you know, you know, and then kind of branched off into the university side. It was big HBCU vibes. Big HBCU vibes. Just teaching the homies, the home team, Black, Brown, and Allied folks around emerging technology. So the crypto side, blockchain, Web3, all that good stuff. Mostly the art side and the NFTs, digital collectibles. Then branching off into AI, metaverse, all that good stuff as well too. So all the emerging technology we've been talking about week to week on this OhnahjiU Saturday since February 2022. It's been a really good time. We started off in the Twitter audio spaces side, and then pivoted into the live streaming era just last year. So it's been a good time. Wagner in the building. Yurt, what's going on, family? It's good to see you. How you doing? Welcome back. So boss, have you seen? There's been a couple of big stories on my feed recently. I'll be honest, like over the holiday week, these holiday weeks, I haven't really been tapped in too much on the social media.
Same.
Yeah, I've been on Podcaster. Yeah, right. I've been on Podcaster a little bit here and there, a little bit of X here and there, but not too crazy. Too crazy. He said, "You mean last night when we went to war? I'm dying without actually doing it." Hey, yeah, Z, yeah, last year. You can say last year now. It was 3 days ago. I love it.
We all get it in over on Fortnite.
No, not yet. So that's coming soon. We're gonna do a collab stream for sure. I'm definitely missing my guy Z. I know he's getting ready to travel in a couple days, so safe travels. Yeah, win for real. Exactly. Yeah, Fortnite action is gonna come up pretty soon. It's been a good time. I don't know, I'll be having fun getting wrecked over there, but hey, trying a little gaming stuff over there. But yeah, I know. I also for the last couple of weeks, the last week or so, haven't really been diving in too much into the charts. But crypto's been up a little bit yesterday. New year. I think people are kind of settling into some different things. Some coins were moving. Yeah, so I don't know, boss. How tapped in are you on like the Zora side?
Not super, and as you see, I guess my light is not tapped in either. Not super, but I will tell you this: it's been interesting to me because I know that we are back in this. We are back on the way up. Excuse me as I plug in. We are back on the way up because I am now starting to get the bots back, but I'm starting to get the bots back about streaming. And so this week, like I actually saw it, I actually not tapped in, but I've been seeing it. But I noticed it last night. But I have been seeing I've been getting bots that are trying to direct me to go to their Zora live streaming accounts. I've gotten 3 separate ones this week. And so that did kind of like when I saw it, I was like, what is something going on Zora? I know you've been like killing the game over on Den, but I was like, what's going on Zora? And I hadn't had a chance to tap into it. But I mean, what's happening over there? And I'm hoping it is good.
I mean, it's good for the ecosystem over there, I guess.
Okay.
I think for me, we had that early live stream access. I did it a couple times. There was a couple homies that tuned in over there, but it wasn't too crazy, to be honest. And I think after a while, I kind of just pivoted more to like the retake side, to the Den side. There was just more attention, innovation, people building like legitimate things. Like for me, I was seeing the same thing where a lot of the lives over there were just like I just on 24/7, but it was just like AI things or just, automated things and stuff like that, or reruns. It was like I wasn't seeing a whole lot of actual live content over there. So yeah, I kind of stopped. But Corey, building, what's going on, GM bro? How you doing? Good to see you. That's what's up. Appreciate you coming through. Let me see. All right, perfect. Yeah, so this is the big news over there. And like Z was saying, the top 5 charts over there are all Coinbase related people. So we got this Nick Shirley, and I'll be honest, this is the first time I've ever heard of him, his name, but he's he's making money. But
okay,
I guess recently
this is what I got.
This is what you got?
This is what I got. This Nick Shirley thing. This is what I got.
Yeah, I mean, so from what I've seen is that he was kind of over on YouTube. I guess I was seeing something that he got demonetized after a couple years. I don't know what the whole case there, but I do know that he just popped up over on, I don't know if it was invited or he came over and found it organically, whatever, but he's over on the base app, connected his his creator coin, which goes through Zora and all that good stuff as well too. So yeah, his creator coin is just shooting up to the top of the charts. Earlier I think it was saying like 11 million was the high or something like that, but no, that's wrong. 9.02 million all-time high right there. So which is interesting. So he's the top creator coin just recently over there, but his whole platform is like, well, from what I've seen recently, all the videos, all the content is him in Minnesota going and trying to do some investigative journalism or whatever on this daycare or string of daycares or string of businesses or whatever that he believes are doing fraudulent things with the tax dollars and fraudulent things with the money and whoop-de-wop, and it's blowing up, exploding, going crazy. Boss, I'll be honest, it's not content I will watch like at all. It's like
now I'm looking at it now, like I'm like, like what? Who is this? What is it? And I'm seeing like the stuff that you're talking about, like this with the largest fraud scandal in U.S. history is taking place in Minnesota as billions of dollars has been funneled through Somali-ran fraudulent businesses, which I guess it must be these daycares. And Wikipedia says he's a YouTuber, content creator, and self-described independent journalist. So it's giving what is it? It's giving what's the guy's Mario's name? Mario when
I know you're talking about. Yeah,
no,
I know you're talking
about Mario Narfo. No,
about.
yeah, it's giving him on Spaces. It's giving him on Spaces. But I mean, I don't think that's a hate. I don't know anything about the guy, but that's what it's giving right now. So that's interesting. And then he done ran this up past Jesse. Wow. Oh my God,
yeah.
that's scary to me. Wait a minute. Like it's not scary, but it. I mean, I don't know anything about Nick Shirley. It's giving a little bit. I mean, he graduated from Farmington High School. I used to live in Farmington. Crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I don't even know where
I don't know.
Is that about you?
That can go in a couple of different directions. That can go in a couple of different directions. Okay. All right.
I just think, I mean, because we've been talking about, these decentralized social platforms, for weeks now, months now. And, we've been saying, yeah, we need some drama. We need some drama. We need some, some hot topics, things like that. And this is the drama that's coming. I mean, okay, but it's also giving like, like just the Karens just calling the police on the Black and brown folks. Now I'm not saying what they do is legitimate. I'm not diving into it all that deep.
I get what you're saying.
But the thing about it is like I don't really see some other businesses getting dove into all this and investigative journalism and all this good stuff and finding the tax dollars and doing all the sleuthing. That's where I went to it. It was like I don't see the same.
It seems like he's going after the far right and saying that they are funneling stuff through these Black and brown businesses. So I mean, I'm not educated enough on. This is the first time I've heard of Nick Shirley, and the first time I've ever heard of any of this investigative journalism stuff that he's doing. But I think a little bit of my concern is if he is over here and I mean, it looks to me that he's still maybe not. It looks to me like he's still got. Please don't start playing. I mean, it looks like he's still got his YouTube page.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, the 1.4 million subs.
Yeah, correct. I mean, and this whole thing that he's talking about now went up 8 days ago. He's already got 3 million views. So it seems like it might be a bit of a supplement to what he is doing. Maybe YouTube has pulled this stuff. I know YouTube has really been cracking down. Probably over the past 6 to 8 months on content and things like that, and what you can talk about and what they're monetizing and things like that. And if he's being demonetized from talking about things like this, I understand how this might be a supplement. But then for me, it turns into, okay, well, if you're over here to supplement and people are seeing that it could be a lucrative supplement, what that is going to bring, and is that going to usher in more people that are opposite him, that are looking to kind of be over here and give the opposing view, or will that bring more people like him who will bring maybe a little bit more of the quote unquote drama, bring more of the current event type news over to Zora, giving it a little bit, not necessarily legitimacy, but just bringing it a little bit further into the mainstream.
Right. Yeah, I
will say that's not the type of drama I'm trying to see.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through this. I'm scrolling through this YouTube, years in, and just like I like he's got a consistent style and things like that, but it's like this is not really for me. You know what
Muslim
I'm saying?
versus
It's like
Christians, America versus Islam, socialism, ICE. He did a speech at the White House. I mean, I agree.
it's like giving like brain rot news.
Oh,
Is that a
sheesh,
new?
sheesh.
Am I wrong?
No,
Is
you're
that
not.
shots
But I just don't
fired?
think I've heard about that. And when I hear brain rot, I immediately like cringe up.
It's
No,
just like the news designed to go viral, and I don't know.
correct,
I
correct.
feel like if I clicked any one of these, it would be just like, oh, okay, that wasn't really what the title and the thumbnail was giving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. It's you know what? It's reminding me, and I feel bad about seeing this. It's reminding me of Vice. Did you ever watch Vice?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Vice, but Vice was kind of like this, but with some legitimacy. I will say Vice kind of did the damn thing. But I feel like I kind of again, if you click this, it might not be what it is that you're thinking. Searching for MS-13, like
Like be for real.
what is a young Caucasian boy going to infiltrate in El Salvador, looking for a huge like gang cartel? Like, did you just interview some people in the area? Like, what? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like
Hey,
I'm judging, not really knowing what's going on. But again, this is what I'm saying:
yeah.
is he going to bring this type of attention over to Zora, so we see more of this on Zora? Because I don't think this is what Zora needs.
It may be, you know. I mean, but hey, he's getting 500,000 to 1,000,000 plus views on these, so somebody is
Correct.
interested in watching these different things, which is fine. You know, there's a niche for everybody, I guess, but it just says a lot when it's the top content coin over on Zora, you know, or it just shows how small our Web3 decentralized platforms are, or how, you know, how early we are getting them started. Um, because you know, there's tons of different channels and creators and content and stuff over on YouTube, you know, but for him to come over and immediately take over the top of the charts, it really says something in the space where the all of the top people that were there before previously were kind of like top developers in the space, you know,
Yeah.
the CEOs of chains and apps and stuff, you know, in the ecosystem, which is it's just really funny. I think it'll be interesting to see more, you know, content creators kind of dabble over in this space and kind of, you know, try it out. I was seeing one of the figures recently. They were saying like, you know, he just net like $93,000 or something recently as the coin's going crazy, but
Huh?
uh-huh. Which also, but hey, I don't know. I mean, the all-time high at 9 million. I still don't understand, and I still don't know if a whole lot of the creators understand how the mechanisms work behind the creator coins. But hey, that's
No.
okay. That's okay.
No, truly, I don't. And I also say that because when I'm on forecast, when I'm on base, I see people flying by the seat of their pants. I don't see anyone breaking down what it's for, like what it's here for. And it makes me feel like people don't know.
Mm.
And I don't know if, you know, I mean, maybe this is a niche, like, or maybe this is something that is needed, but I don't see any education. I don't see anyone breaking down how to get into it. I don't see anyone breaking down um, what the purpose is. I don't see anyone breaking down the process in getting theirs from 0 to 100. Is there anyone who has gotten there from 0 to 100? I will say that. And perhaps this is a little bit of what other things I would like to see over on Forecaster and on base. It's some education. Like
Mm.
I mean, I still see people like hardcore. I still see hardcore threads on Twitter now.
Oh yeah,
articles, like solid articles. I read a couple this week over on Twitter now. Like, where is some of that over on the news side to help get people there and to help people understand what it truly is? Because I don't like the people who are like that list. I recognize most of the people on that list. That same one that Nick is on over on Zora, and again, they're just developers and CEOs.
Yeah.
Not actual creators.
Which, and I don't know if that's in like emerging tech and tech in general, when we have new platforms, if that's really how it starts out. I mean, for me, I feel like I've been early enough to some older platforms to where I don't feel like this was the vibe. And maybe it's just the vibe of the current, landscape that we're in politically, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like there's been different social media launches where it just feels different, and I don't know. I don't know, boss. I guess we just gotta, sit back, watch the platforms evolve. I mean, I know that, this past year, I've been heavily going back and tapping into like the Twitch side, right? Which of course has its own brain rot. It has its own ridiculousness and all that good stuff, but it's a different brand of it.
Yeah.
It's a different brand.
Yeah. But I think there's something to be said about going to the larger platform. Our content and your content right now has been Twitch, but I know you've gone your retake. Woo, Mike is going retake. Then like all these other places, just to experiment and see what is best for creators, what is best for you, what is best for us at OhnahjiU. And I think that that's the track to go, is to find one that is going to be your constant, where people can always find you, and then just kind of make your way through the waters to see which is best. And I mean, perhaps that's what's going on with this Nick Shirley thing. Like, hey, let me diversify from YouTube. Let me establish a creator coin that I think he came over, and whether he did his own research or if, like you said, he was invited and was ushered into it by someone saying, hey, you can come over here, create this and do this creator coin, and kind of receive unadulterated support out, on that, being outside of the YouTube realm, where you've got to rely on Google and their monetization and things like that, which is smart. And if he's run up to where he is now, it looks like it could be beneficial to him. But I guarantee you, he's not going to parlay that into helping others realize and learn how to do it. And not saying they should. There's not a responsibility there, I think, for creators to. But it seems more extractive than than giving value. And I don't know if that's, when I say that makes me really get into, that makes me think about that taboo Web3 stuff. Like community, utility, roadmap. Everybody talks about adding value. You got to add value. So when I said that, I was like, ooh. That was what it felt like to come out.
That's funny. Also, yeah, I mean, I'm honest. I'm I went to the Instagram side, just recently, 16 hours ago, got a new video. Hey, he's in a Poly Market sweatshirt. So I mean,
wow.
I know what time it is. But yeah. Speaking of the homies over on the retake side, they actually are trying something new as well too. I'm probably going to dabble with it. We'll see. But they have this new founder mode. This is them over on the the Farcaster side, but they're launching this new founder mode, and it boots up every time that you go live over there. Ask you if you want to do the regular standard or in this new founder mode. We believe streaming can be more than a one-time pump and dump. We're betting on live streams, hosting the development, and TGE of the next $100 million crypto startups. Introducing founder mode. So build live. Your coin is your project coin. Full control over your token, the name, description, and image. No longer limited to just your personal name or the PFP. Top projects can win prizes in a hackathon event. Judged by proxy, Shaw, God Agent on January 8th. First place, $1,500. Second place, $750. Third place, $500 plus a chance to receive investment from Mod Capital. Claim 30% of your token after 1 month instead of just 10. 5 million retake raffle daily to one random builder. 100K retake to a random builder's chat. So yeah, and I think a bunch of people in the comments were asking, can we do like some vibe coded builds? And absolutely. So we're gonna see, some teams, and I think that'll attract more developers on the side of trying to create some cool things on stream around the tokens. I had a couple ideas kind of come through, but I think when they launched that a couple days ago, I think I've done like 3 streams where I've seen that, I had to click from regular standard mode from the founder. But one of these days I might do a standalone retake stream, try it, do some vibe coding. We'll see. So yeah, people are out here they're trying some things, the platforms and projects out here trying some stuff. So
all right. So I'm not sure if I understand what they are asking folks to do. Can you pull that back up? I want to see it again.
Yep.
But yeah, no, but what are they asking people to do? Okay, I missed that first line. Build live. Okay, I get that. Here we go.
So I think we're just trying to pivot and put more emphasis on the Web3 side of these decentralized streaming platforms, to where yeah, like you have a coin attached, you have like the content creator coin, different things like that. Let's build some different things around it. I think, to be honest, the coolest use case that I've seen so far from this was like, shout out to Naomi, the GOAT, Afro Chicks. When she came in, she did a couple streams and she did like a trivia, and the people could win her coin live on stream doing the trivia round. And I think that was probably the coolest use case so far that I've seen, and I haven't really seen anybody, do anything outside of that as well too, including me. What I'm saying? I can be better on trying to do some things like that, but also, I am multi-streaming different platforms. But yeah, so I think they're just trying to incentivize, utilizing the tech behind not only the retake coin, but also the creator coins, and kind of integrating that within the streams, which is cool. Makes sense. But yeah.
All right. Thanks for pulling that back up.
Yeah, for sure.
You see my face because I saw it. And this, I'm gonna be on brand right now. And forgive me that it sounds like hating, but why do they have to build? Like, why does it have to be something that's being built? Is that is it because this is retake? It's live streaming. No, like I didn't miss that. True.
Correct.
So why are we having to build on stream? Why can't we just use the product in the way that it was meant to be used, to live stream? So why
I think,
why do we have to build? Can we not stream? Can we not, get the same, 100 retake to people who are consistently streaming, or for people who are who are establishing some type of community through the stream?
Yeah.
Someone who has a daily show. Like, why is it not just creating with the tool rather than building live? And that, to me, it's not necessarily a misstep, but I think that's what people talk about sometimes when they're like, what is this Web3 stuff? Like,
yeah. No, that 1000%.
Really?
Pretty girl, what's going on, family?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I think
Ooh,
so. I think
this
the
is a hot take. Sorry,
yeah,
I'll let my plane here. This is a very hot take. But who wants to watch under me and Bill? I would not, and I also say this saying that I want to see someone live vibe coach something that is beneficial, but it's what am I watching?
yeah,
Is that entertaining to people who are not other developers and other people who are trying to vibe code?
yeah. I'll be honest. There's been I'm interested in coding and trying to watch it and stuff, but there's been some streamers where they're doing stuff on stream. I have no idea what they're doing. I'm like, I'm looking at it and it just looks like alien language, and I'm like, okay, well, cool. And it's like, and they're streaming for like hours, like 12, like 24 hours plus, and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. So I mean, I hear you. That's a super niche down audience for
Yeah.
sure, but I think the in Retek's defense, they did do, I think they might be trying to do like either like monthly or seasonal themes, and maybe that's just like the New Year theme that they're trying right now. They did do like the retake miss, stream miss, the Christmas holiday push for sure, which would definitely wasn't the same vibe as this new like founder build mode. I think right now it's just it's Web3. It's typical Web3. We're going with the trends, and the trend right now is AI is coming just in mass, right? And everybody's just like, vibe code, let's build. Everybody build your own apps, build your own everything. Like and I think that's just the mindset that we're in. I think, and you kind of are touching on a huge critique that a lot of people are having when it comes to the creator coin specifically, is that a lot of the creators, the artists, designers, whatever, the makers, the artists, they were thinking, okay, cool, I have this coin attached to my whole brand, my whole name, my whole channel, my whole page, and everything that I do kind of feeds into that, funnels in that. It's a way to kind of incentivize people to invest, quote unquote, invest into me and my journey as an artist or as a group or whatever, as a channel. And it kind of quickly got away from that to being, no, this is a crypto coin. It's a fungible coin. It's a liquidity pools, all this good stuff, speculation, gambling. And it's, at the end of the day. And artists were like, okay, that's not what this is for. I wasn't trying to pump it up on my own people. I feel bad even taking out of any of this liquidity, because people are going to get upset. It's going to drop the price in real time. It's like, yes, absolutely. But essentially that's what it kind of was for, was to help the creators build. But I don't know. I think that's just where we are. That's where we are in the space, is that everybody has this trend of, vibe code build, let's build some apps, build some stuff like that. But it's like we're getting away from the artistic vision that the artists have. And again, we're missing that. We need that creative sauce. The creative sauce is what is attractive to a larger amount of humans. Yeah.
Very much, very much, very much. So I don't know. Okay,
Have
maybe
you-
I'll keep my eyes and ears open. I'll keep developing in the background.
yeah.
And then I'll keep my eyes and ears open. So maybe, come spring, summer, I don't to do a retake summer or something like that. What was that we used to see? We saw a while ago. But yeah, maybe something like that'll happen, and they'll be giving out all kind of retake, all type of coins for other stuff.
Right. We'll see. Which I mean, and it's all good. Hey, one thing about Ohnahji is we gonna be there for the ride, see how it goes. We gonna be streaming through it, talking through it, all that good stuff. Pretty girl in the building with a W7 stream streak. Appreciate you. That's love. Yes.
What are you having
that's
for
what's
lunch,
up.
pretty girl? What you having for lunch? I need to figure out what I'm gonna have to.
W lunch. Now she said it's afternoon for me. I said, GM pretty girl. I was in my Web3 bag. She's like, it's afternoon. I love that.
GM somewhere. I still love GM. it has made its way
It's
into
hilarious.
like my everyday life.
Yeah,
I definitely use it in the group chat.
that's what's up. I love it. I love it. Um, Also, the Onaji fam still going, still cooking. The original OG PFP celebrating our 4-year anniversary coming up, right around Martin Luther King weekend. And the homie MetaMu, he listed a couple of them this morning. I don't know if you've seen that in the Discord, but
Hmm.
got a couple, three-digit figures over there. So
Come
some
on.
point. So I think point oh 0.08 ETH. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see, just even that mechanism of being able to list and price your own stuff. Even like your own pieces in within a community was like a whole different psychology shift that we were talking about years ago, really, in this space and in this new like creator economy and all that good stuff too. So I appreciate people utilizing those mechanisms and trying different things, even if it's something free that you can do. Just trying putting a price tag on something and putting that out in the open says something. And I think that's something that we were only able to do in this blockchain Web3 ecosystem, and largely we're getting away from that. I think maybe that's because the in that crazy NFT bull run 21 22 kind of people say that bubble popped or whatever, but that tooling, that those mechanisms, that creator economy shift is still in the works. So whenever that next NFT run, that digital collectible run, whatever, where the artists go crazy, the musicians go crazy, all that good stuff, and they're dabbling in the tech, when that comes back, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be interesting for sure because it's gonna be mobile first, but it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun.
It's definitely
Now we
gonna be
got
more,
stream.
but I'm
Oh
also
yeah,
like, what is it gonna look like? Like
yeah.
that. I think that's what I want to know is what is that gonna look like?
I think we're gonna see, a bunch of my favorite artists, back in 21, 22, still my favorite artists. We're diving heavily into not only creating their own worlds, their own, lore, ecosystem, story, all that good stuff around surrounding their art and their incredible artwork, but we're also dabbling into the tech and diving into, okay, what can I build? What kind of website can I, accompany this art with? What can I do creatively on this side? And I think once we have more of those similar artists, which are probably in their creative caves right now, cooking up and building and utilizing some of these AI tools intentionally, we're going to see a lot of the you know I guess it won't be vibe coding, it will just be coding artistically, I don't know, but when they're emerging and they're creating some different cool things, I'm thinking of like you know, Jaw and Raven and Logic
Mhm.
and Andre, the homies that were creating, learning some coding on the side as well too, and putting that within the artwork, within their builds. And I think that's going to come next, and it's going to be a good time. And whatever ecosystem is here, if it's the Zora side, if it's the whatever, these decentralized streaming platform side, it's going to be a good time. Yeah, it's just interesting us being like year 4 and just seeing just so much of the same but so much being different. It's always a balance of spectrum for me. It's like it's much of the same in these cycles, but it's just so different in these cycles as well too. So
Yeah,
Honest.
what the focus is.
Uh-huh.
Um, definitely what the focus is because I in the last one it was the art, it was the PFP. I'm about to say
Yeah.
excuse me. No, it went away. But now it's very much like the devs are back. Like
Yeah.
and and,
And
um, and and honestly, maybe that is because, and you could probably speak a little bit more to this better than I could, but perhaps the devs are the ones that are right now in the space the most active.
mhm, mhm,
Yeah,
most definitely.
yeah. So
And with AI, we're having more and more people venturing into that dev lane, that dev, land, making, mini apps and making apps and in general, making web pages, making all kind of different digital apps and designs and platforms and stuff is it's interesting. It's interesting. The tooling is like night and day from before. And we are in Web3 had, huge dev land going crazy right before the art side. Art side was picking up probably 17, 18, 19 when, I was noticing on Instagram like a bunch of my, art homies was like dabbling in Web3 blockchain, NFTs. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? What are we talking about? Talking about Ethereum and Bitcoins and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay. Right before that, though, it was all like fungible land, like it is now. The same thing. Like people building platforms for speculation, gambling, all of it. It's just crazy ramped up now. It's incorporating the live stream side. It's incorporating all these. It's heavily incorporating the AI side. It's interesting. So I don't know. It's good. The next art cycle is going to be wild, different.
I'm about to take this back, and I know we always say we talk about this, but I have this the reason why. Like we always say we talk about it. Like we can back this up, and we have known that this has been coming. Because let me see the conversation that we had, and you already see what I have pulled up here. This was a common conversation. This was when was this? This was April 12th, 2023 is pretty much when I put that thread up. So I think that this is probably when I was on my game. And and the conversation was probably either that week or week before. We had Big Gallery, which was Dave, Mr. Rectangle. We love Dave all up and through here. I actually was thinking about him last week. But this is a little clip from our space, from our common space, that literally Dave was saying that AI is what's coming. This was a space that we were talking about getting into coding, how to break down what it is being a developer in Web3. And we had Dave, we had Jade, I know we had Cypher was also in the conversation with us. But Dave pretty much said, like, this is the way that we're going. And this was 2 years ago. And then here we are now.
I know this is a space on getting into coding, but I don't believe we should focus there. There's very few opportunities in technology in which you can leapfrog, catch up, and then lead. Taking the time to learn the code right now would literally be jumping on the caboose of a steam engine train, as opposed to learning how to fine-tune an engine of a hypertrain. The other thing is, I can't think of anybody in my coding circles that's coding. All of us are prompting. It's so fascinating for us to see how far we can push ChatGPT 4 and Bard to yield the results that we want. So if coders are telling you we're not coding, we're prompting, and you're thinking about getting into coding, then maybe you should think about getting into prompting, and not just prompting from a user level, right? Understand the difference between the type of neural networks that allow machine learning to happen, that allows deep learning to happen. That's the cover to peel away right now. The last reason you should get into any of this stuff is because it's just so freaking exciting.
Wow.
There it is.
Yo, yeah. That's crazy.
And there it is. And he was saying, traditional coding that we were speaking of a little bit in the space, the front end, back end, Rust. I'm just thinking on top of my head. All those. I'm sure they really pretty much still are beneficial, absolutely. But he was saying, like, on top of that, if you're trying to get into this, you need to be prompting. You need to be learning more about AI. You need to be using that and integrating that into some of your traditional coding. And here we are using AI to augment and supplement traditional coding. So much so that it is almost replacing it. That's wild.
Crazy. 321 jump in the building. What's good, Brody? How you doing, family? It's good to see you. W first message. Welcome. So OhnahjiU Saturday, the first one of January 3rd. Been rocking these been rocking these audio spaces since February 2022. And we were diving into some of our old calls about, you know, AI coding and coding in general, prompting, all that good stuff. And yeah, that's what's up. I'm following for a minute. About time pulled up. That's love. Appreciate you. How's everything going? How's the new year starting? Happy New Year. All that as well too, for sure. But yeah, boss, that's crazy. That's crazy. He said Chat GPT 4 and Bard, and I was dying over here.
Like,
like,
he said Bard. I said, oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the developers, they've been prompting, and I can only imagine what Dave's cooking up right now.
Correct.
I can only imagine.
Correct.
So that's wild. It's like now, yeah. It's wild. Like I got that Google anti-gravity on my other computer, and I've been going crazy on it. And Gemini's going crazy. GPT, the new GPT-5 is going crazy. But a lot of the dev community is really talking about Claude. I don't know if it's Opus, or I think Opus might be GPT, but the new coding engine from Claude is insane, and I'm yet to try it out and mess with that. So what a time. That was 2023. What month was that?
Yep, 2023. I think August, I believe.
Crazy.
April 2023.
That's what's up. Sorry, good. I saw you in San Diego. Didn't know who you was. I was with a bunch of people who knew you. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. Well, welcome. Yeah, Diego was a good time. TwitchCon was a good time. Been in this streaming journey. Last year, April, started going crazy with that. Basically, just been porting over our our content and our way of building content from the Twitter audio side back in 2022, and then diving into the live stream era. So yeah, so OhnahjiU Saturdays, 10 a.m. PST is our longest running segment. I got our co-host, Dean of Communications at OhnahjiU, Boss 2.0 in the building. So we've been rocking a long way for a minute. Yeah, keep on going for sure. Most definitely about to celebrate our 4-year anniversary on our community startup, and in a couple of weeks around Martin Luther King weekend. And yeah, it's a good time, man. It's just it's crazy, boss, because a lot of like building for so long and building community for so long and having these conversations and documenting the conversations and all that good stuff. It's like you have those moments where, oh yeah, we had a bunch of solid, and still do, huge big brain folks and artistic genius in the Ohnahji fam, and have been talking about what's going to happen in the future and been right for a long time, and it's just cool. It's exciting. It's like it gives you that boost of confidence, okay, to build more yourself and to try different things and try and take those risks, and and gives you that confidence going forward. So it's cool. I think everybody should, and a lot of people have been asking me about streaming, about content, and I'm like, hop into it, try it, even just from figuring out the tool side and what's happening on the platform level and the tools and what you have access to. Being on the content creation side is completely different from being on the consumer or the user level, which is really cool. And it's just cool just documenting and being able to go back and seeing this stuff and watching your own journey. And yeah, it's a good time. It's a cool little confidence builder for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you saying that, like, it makes me go back to what I say through. I always used to tell us is to just document what it is that you're doing it in the way that you're doing it. Yeah, and that helps me now. Like you just saying that, I had ideas. Like I was back over on Zealous not too long ago, which is what I really used to use a lot for, porting our audio out and getting transcripts and things like that to put into other stuff. And now I low-key like kind of want to jump back into that and go like do it once or twice, just to like document not only the tool but what the process was, and kind of like how a tool like that, albeit there are still people on Spaces like hardcore. When I was just going a moment ago, there are still like a lot of spaces going on. And to be honest, there are a lot of educational onboarding into Web3 spaces going on. And I mean, Zealous would still be beneficial. You know, other things like I'm over on Descript and kind of showing what some of that was and putting some of that together with some of the content that I've been doing and planning would be cool to see, almost like, you know, continuing on that education side, like a little creator series of a couple of different tools. And you know, we ain't no pro over here, but we at the very least we don't gatekeep, you know, how we do stuff. Or we're always open and sharing tools and sharing processes. So that could be beneficial.
1,000%. 1,000%. It's crazy, the evolution of just the tech, but just the journey of, you know, those artists building their stories, and it's really cool. It's really cool. And just, you know, the journalists documenting what's going on. Like, you know, I go check out that Alpha Gazette all the time, boss, and I'm like, this is crazy dope.
It would be. Really cool. I feel like it would still be beneficial to get back into it if there was a good way to get transcripts from what we have going on here and things like that.
Yeah, I think
get a little transcript from here, get a couple little reels going with you know, with bits and pieces. There are, you know, you will start to see from us here at OhnahjiU over on the YouTube side, like broken down version of some of the topics and subjects that we talk about in OhnahjiU University, so you can kind of be able to get to it easily and quickly if you're looking for a quick moment of seeing what we're talking about instead of, you know, trying to scrub through an hour 15 of talking and chatting and content. I've been spending some of our time doing that, so you'll be seeing that over on the YouTube side. But yeah, I mean, just continuing to use the tools, continuing to break them down in whatever ways to just say what you need to say.
Facts. It's gonna be an interesting year, boss. I don't know. Any year predictions?
Any year predictions as far as like what we're gonna see?
Yeah.
It's so much swirling right now, though. I mean, in my head, I think that we're going to see some of these Web3 platforms finally get it together and not move away, because it's definitely always going to be a pillar of what they are going to base their success on. But finally getting their lives together is honing in on what their true purpose is.
Yeah.
And what they want to push forward with. I think that we're still going to see creators start to come to more prominence. I remember this time last year, a lot of people were talking about 2025 was the year of the creator. I think that we'll start to see a lot of Web 2 platforms really double and triple down on supporting creators. And hopefully, maybe, you know, by last quarter, end of the year, we'll start to see a little bit more of that in the Web3 side, so that it will actually attract creators and attract people maybe from that Web2 side over. I don't think that there are any platforms right now that are large enough. I can't say that they don't have the capital or the revenue to do so. I think that they do. I just think they need to market it in the right way to people who are inside the space that are, you know, that have ideas or that are doing smaller things that they are self-funding, to then also reaching out to larger folks. Maybe this Nick Shirley will shake them up a little bit, and somebody will go talk to Kaisenet or talk to Speed or talk to somebody, talk to those phase people. Lord knows, I don't know nothing about that. Don't know if they would be here. We have them over here, but just something where the Web 2 side people can say, okay, what y'all doing over there? And then maybe get some of those from there over here on this side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To me, it sounds like they need some of the younger homies over here. I think, yeah, I mean, I'm optimistic, you know. What are they saying? You know, what I've been seeing all over the timelines everywhere is, hey, it's the fire horse year.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's the fire horse year.
That's Lunar New Year, which is coming. Yeah, it is.
Yep.
It's fire horse year. Correct.
So hey, you know, the Sag season. Everybody's gonna go crazy.
It's peppercorn season now.
No, I know, but you know, the fire
Yeah.
horse. That's it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think these platforms, I think a lot of the platforms just need a younger crowd. I think, you know, they're starting, you know, like with Zora, you know, bringing Nick over. I know that's trying to get, you know, a younger demo, which is cool. It's a stepping stone, but I think more and more creators will kind of find their way into you know, this new little Web3 creator economy. I think the monetization part is a big piece too. And people are like, oh, you know, it's the same as like, I think it's the same where we're having the same discussion back in the NFT era where a bunch of the music artists kind of came through and they were killing from a whole spectrum of folks, like even some big name artists, you know, some up and comers and different things, some newer artists, but all of them were making waves, you know, in the midst of like Spotify paying fractions of pennies and some of these other, you know, DSPs paying fractions of pennies. They're like, okay, I can actually make a couple dollars instead of, you know, fractions of pennies. I'm like, I'm gonna try it out for sure. And I think we're going to see more creators, especially, you know, content creators, short form content creators, live streamers and things like that. When they get wind of, okay, I can make a little bit more money. Let me just at least just try it out. I think we're going to see more and more of that in this year. I think we're going to see, you know, a return to creators kind of dabbling and building some cool stuff and getting some inspiration, right? I think, you know, I don't know. The creators just go through the cycles that they go through, where they're in a, you know, in a creative slump or whatever, you know, and they just get a wave of a spark or something hits them, and it's like, and then they're off to the races. And I think we're going to see a lot of that in 26, and it's going to be cool to see them utilize, you know, not only the tech alongside with it. I think also gone are the days, you know, you mentioned, you know, a lot of these platforms for them to really take hold and kind of take off, they need to figure out what their intention is, what their reason is, what the mission is, all that good stuff. Gone are the days of like building a platform and just having people discover and build what they want to build on it. One, you know, creators and artists don't really want to do that anymore. And two, the AI is so strong now, they can build their own little platform. They can take screenshots of that thing. I've seen people doing that. Just like, oh, okay, that's a good idea for an app. Let me try to go build it instead of let me build on your app. And I think they're gonna need a mission, story, lore, you know, creativity around their whole ecosystem, their whole app. And I think they're gonna need that to build that brand loyalty, to build that, you know, user base loyalty. You know, there are a couple of platforms that are kind of doing that. You know, I think, you know, the blue one comes to mind. Like they've got a solid, you know, ethos, mission, whatever, you know, have you, which is kind of driving a lot of their success. But, you know, they've been around for a long time as well too. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I guess we could pull up some charts for this tail end of this OhnahjiU, the first solid OhnahjiU Saturday of the year. No, we cooked as always, boss. It's been an amazing time. I don't know, boss. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Bitcoin, Big Mac Daddy Bitcoin's back at 90K. You think we let's see. This 1 month, zoom in a little bit on this last couple days, this new year, this 1 year chart. I don't know. You think we spring back up?